Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we've learned about React Lifecycle, and in this video, we will learn about the most exciting one, React Hooks. So, what is hooks? Hooks are functions that let you hook into React state and lifecycle features from function components. So, hook doesn't work inside classes. And because the goal of hooks is hook let us use React without classes. So first we will refactor our code. So if you in the from previous project, so we will refactor this class app class into a functional component using hooks. So start from here. Okay, and then the return function, this just copy, and the first hook we will use is the useState hooks. So we don't need to do something like this again, just const, and this useState will return an array with two value, the getter and setter basically, and you can set current count that is 0. Okay, and then this function okay, and this state will remove all of this statement, and then set state we will replace it with this one. Okay, and this we will remove. Okay, just remove this class component. I forgot. Just do something like this. It is more simple. Okay. Okay, it should work right now. So you can see it is it's way simpler, right? Rather than the class, you don't need to do a lot of boilerplate code. So our component only will be like this. It's very simple. And then the next one is I want to refactor our counter components. So, but how? We have a lifecycle here. Can hook replace this lifecycle? Absolutely yes. So we will also replace this lifecycle method using useEffect, the second hook. First import the useEffect, okay, and then refactor the code. Just create new variable. Okay, just return same thing. We will remove these props. Just extract it from here. And then this is this component lifecycle. We will do something like this. We will use useEffect. So useEffect can replace this lifecycle method. First is component mount. So component mount is replaced by place this code inside here. Yeah, so this is component mount. So how about component update? There is an array in the second argument of the useEffect. So this is component mount, and if we want to listen this props, so we will create more effect to listen that. So it will be like this. Current variable is updated, and then the component will unknown is in here. Okay, I forgot to place the current variable here. So return a function. Okay, we will try this one. See in the console. Okay, first there is no component mount here because we are not mounting this component yet, and then just click increase. Okay, two hooks is triggered. The first hook component mount, and then the second hook is current count variable is updated. So this is the first, and then after this we will try to update the state props, current count props. So component mount is not called anymore because it's empty array, so it's only triggered once in component mount, and then when this variable, when this props is updated, so useEffect will call this. So we don't need to do any comparison to compare if there is a change in this props or something. We just put the props inside this array on useEffect in the second parameter, and useEffect will listen change for this one. So it's more way simple, right? Okay, we will try another hook actually rather than this useState and useEffect. It's very simple, and we will try another hook called useReducer. So we will not use that anymore, just we want to use useReducer. We will import first the useReducer function. Okay, and create initial value here. Current count is 0, and then create actions maybe, or maybe just types. Types first is increase. Second one is second one is decrease. Okay, and then we create the reducer. Save action. So we create switch action type. If this increase, then return current count as that current count is 1, and if decrease, let's copy this. Don't forget to return the default value. Okay, let's change the minus. Okay, we will replace this useState with useReducer. Okay, and then so it's gonna be like this. fetch useReducer, the reducer, and then the initial value. So it's going to be like this. We will also remove this method, and then to access this variable we need to extract it from the state. So it's going to be like this. Okay, and then this function we replace it to like this. Patch decrease, and then okay, we will try. It still work, right? Because we just replaced the useState function to useReducer. So it's just the same with how Redux works. So for a simple case, maybe you can replace Redux with useReducer. Actually, I have another tutorial that show how to replace Redux with useReducer. Maybe you can check it. Okay, next, after useReducer, we will learn about useContext. So useContext is maybe like will let you make you easier that you don't need to pass the props in every component like this. So we will use the provider and consumer concept. So we can use the useContext. So it's gonna be like this. useContext. So we create the context first. Context. Just let it empty object, and then we should export this. Export, and then put the provider here. Here, and then pass the value. Okay. The value doing it in here is only this one and these two function. Maybe you can pass it via context API. So it's gonna be like this: the current, and then on decrease maybe, just for example, and do something like this. And then on increase, it's going to be like this. Okay, we will remove all the props we passed here, so our code is more cleaner here. Okay, right now it will throw an error maybe. Oh no, there's no error. Okay, because there is no props passed, so it will do nothing, but we will try to use the context API. So we are not going to use the useContext here, but we will use it right here. So this is it's going to be like this. We only need this one, this variable, so we'll remove these props because we don't need it anymore, and then just use useContext API. So I'm sorry. Okay, we need to import the apps context first. App.ts. Use it like this. Okay, we use it like this, and then the current column is okay. So, okay, don't forget to do the same thing for the button. So we will also remove these props. Move it in here. useContext. It's gonna be like this. It should work. Okay, wow, it's incredible, right? Our code is more clean using the useContext. So we only need to pass it to value, and then this value will be distributed to all its children. So its children can easily access with useContext. It makes our code cleaner using useContext. So the next is useMemo. So maybe in the future, maybe if you build an app, maybe you need to do expensive computation. So what happened when the app called the render method, when the component is re-rendered, so that expensive computation will be executed in every render. So it's very expensive, right? Yes. To memorize the value, React has a new API called useMemo. So it is very simple actually. Maybe we just want something simple here, so we just maybe show something here. Okay, maybe value useMemo, and then the first parameter is a function return to that value. Maybe yes, plus yes, only for example, something like this. Maybe we can print the memoized value in here. So it's 999, increase 1000. So when the app is re-rendered, the useMemo will memorize the value and not recomputing the value. So that expensive computation will be memoized. So it will make our component performance increase. So another hooks is useCallback. It is same with useMemo actually, but the useCallback is for callback. Maybe we can use it to something like this. Just the same. Okay, we will try, but this one is for callback. Okay. This one is for callback. So we can try something like this. So it worked. So This useMemo is for value, and useCallback is for function or callback. So we can call it like this. So there is one more hooks. It's called useRef. So we can use it too. Maybe useRef. But to use this, maybe I will add one more thing in our app. Maybe just input for example text. No, we don't need the class name. And maybe just like this. Okay, maybe it needs styling. We just add the border. Okay, this is the input, but we will try to use useRef hook. So we will input ref in here, and then useRef now, and we're gonna pass this to the input like this. So to get the reference of this input, we can do something like this. Okay, we will try when we click the increase button, it will focus on this input. We'll try. Current first, and then okay, we'll try. Super. Yeah, it's worked. So we will, when we click this increase button, it will focus on this. So we will get this ref of this input by using useRef, and then when the increase is clicked, we call the focus method to focus on this, like this. So those are the hooks, but actually we can create a custom hook. How to create that custom hook? Maybe, for example, I will create a timer hook. So create a new folder here, hooks, and then use timer, and then we will create that hook. Okay, the name is you can name it whatever you want, but React recommend to use this naming convention. So we will use as the prefix of hooks. So our custom hook will be like this. So this is initial value. Okay. When creating hooks, we don't need to import React because there is no JSX in here. Only we only import our needs, our hook that we need. We only need useState maybe, and useEffect also. And initial value we will default to 0, and then we use useEffect, and then interval, set interval, like this, and then in this interval we will set the current time to previous value to previous value plus 1, and then we will clear this interval when this component is unmounted. So we can clear interval this. Okay, and then return an array with current time. Okay, this is our first custom hook. I hope it will work. Okay, so we can import our hook. Use timer hooks. Use timer. So we can easily use it in here, maybe. Use time. Use timer, maybe start with 1. The default value is 0, so maybe leave it empty first. Okay, and the current time will be rendered in here. So you can see this is our timer using our custom hooks. So it's cool, right? So we can if the logic is too complex in our component, we can move it to hook. So maybe you want to reuse the logic, so we can easily use this hook, this our custom hook, for another component that maybe need timer too. So just pass, maybe we can try pass something in here, and it would start from 10 because it's the first argument is initial value, and we pass 10 in here. So those are all the hooks in React library. So I hope you can understand hook more better now, and then use the functional component instead of class component because it's recommended by React. We can actually use React without class component with all these hooks. So if you have any question, please leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I hope you can share it to your friends that maybe need to learn about React more way better. Thank you. See you to the next video.